Hello there, Denise Drews here with Yoga Assets. I have had so many questions since our recent decision to take all of our trainings into the virtual space now through the end of the year. I'm on a Zoom call right now with a handful of prospective students, and I thought I would just record this Q&A section just because I might be able to answer some questions that you might have about a 200-hour yoga teacher training. So I recently sent out a letter to my mailing list and to all of our current students and future students saying that from now to the end of the year, all of the Yoga Assets programs will be held on Zoom. And obviously, this is such an unpredictable time. And I've been going kind of month to month with our programs and just hoping each month that goes by that spaces will open up and it will be more safe for us to get together and meet in person. And obviously, almost 5 months into this, it's no safer today to meet in groups than it was back in March. The spaces that we use can only accommodate maybe 6 to 8 people maximum if we honor social distancing. And in the situations where I've been teaching where people have to wear masks in and out of the building and you've got to stay confined to your space, I'm actually not feeling like I can serve our students well. And with a program like a 200-hour or a 300-hour program, there is a lot of personal interaction and personal connection that's not happening even when we're together in the same space. We've actually had a lot more success and a lot more connection, like real connection on these screens with our students who have been training with us over Zoom. So now through the end of the year, all of our programs are happening here. That just makes us feel safe and like we're really honoring each student and their families and our trainers and their families, and we're doing the right thing. So here's what this will look like. We do have a program starting August 20th. It's our regular 200-hour program that happens every Thursday in Salt Lake City, Utah. It's 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and you meet over a semester. We started these programs in a university setting, and so we still run this one just like a semester program. So April 20th to December 17th, every Thursday except, of course, Thanksgiving. The cost for that is $2,000. And we are not dropping the price going online. And I just want to address that. And that's one of the questions that came up earlier on this call. There are a few programs that we're seeing pop up online, advertising in that $400 range for a 200-hour program. And I've participated in several Q&A sessions with those schools, and I've dug deep on their websites. And I just want you to know that this program that we're offering is live, in person, on a screen. So you're going to get as close to your trainers as you can without physically being able to be in the same space. Your trainer will be with you from 8 in the morning to 6 o'clock at night, of course, with breaks and lunches. So it's not a program where we're going to ask you to watch a video, do some practice, take a test, do some reading. We'll follow up with you. We literally are with you through these whole 200 hours. And I think you'll find that the people on the screen with you really do become your tribe, your connection, your kula, which in yoga is your community. I can give you probably 50 recommendations, testimonials from people who have graduated from our program since we've been offering this over Zoom. So I'm very, very confident in what we offer and how we deliver it. So that addresses that. That's the cost. For our curriculum is world class. We've graduated over 700 students in the 6 years that we've been in business. We're in 7 states, and we do a great job of taking yoga where it isn't. And that's really our foundation, is taking yoga into spaces that have not been included in the Western offering of yoga. So My trainers and I and my staff, we've been studying hard. We've been learning and listening and researching, and we formed a board of advisors so that we can be even more inclusive. And if you know us, you know that we've done a pretty good job of that already. The fact that we're offering yoga in prisons, in residential treatment facilities, in hospitals, in schools, in places with kids with special needs. We've done a really good job of getting yoga out there into some of these spaces where it's so needed. We want to do even better. So we're now starting to offer a section on inclusivity and learning how to be more inclusive, how to be more inviting, more welcoming to all shapes of bodies, to all levels of ability, to all people, regardless of anywhere on the gender spectrum, race, color, religious affiliation. We want to take yoga where it isn't, and we want yoga to be more accessible. So that's really what this Zoom thing has been has kind of leveled the playing field. It's given us an opportunity to invite people into these spaces that might not be comfortable coming into a yoga studio. You know, think about it. You get to wake up 30 minutes before your training. You don't have to get in the car and drive anywhere. You can be in your pajamas if you want, as long as you can move and you don't mind being seen in your pajamas. You can leave the room and check on your kids if you need to. Breaks, you can walk right into your kitchen and make yourself a healthy meal. You can go outside for a walk in your neighborhood. You can make yourself comfortable in your space. So all of those things make this even more inclusive, more available where maybe it wasn't available. If you live in a small town somewhere in Wyoming, you get to train with us now. We don't have to come to you. You come to us on this screen. And this training is available to anyone, anywhere in the world, literally, as long as you have an internet connection. So that's the schedule, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. starting August 20th, and that's the cost. I just want to look at this question really quickly. It looks like, yeah, Sarah, what are the categories of learning? Great question. So we start with our first section, and each section goes 3 days. So sometimes we operate this on a weekend basis, and with this program that I'm talking about now, it's a Thursday program, every Thursday. So the sections are fundamentals and foundations. The very first thing we do is establish principles of safe asana, safe physical practice. And we're really big on making it a yes for everyone, which means we try to teach poses from the ground up. So an example of that might be if we were going to teach downward facing dog, we'd start everyone on all fours. That's a comfortable position for most bodies. And we'd look around the room and okay, that looks good. That looks like a yes for everyone. Now, as we tuck our toes and lift our hips up in the air, we might notice that someone is struggling with their wrists. And so we could say, go ahead and stay on your hands and knees and continue cat-cow. Now that person has something to do and they don't just have to wait while everyone else does, this more advanced posture. So we start there with all those foundations, fundamentals. Our first section, we go through 38 postures. We break them down. We look at the language of teaching and how to cue those basic postures. We also encourage our students to get teaching right away. And right now, our students are teaching over Zoom. So they have this, virtual opportunity that, side note, I don't think this is going away. I think we're going to be in this space even long after COVID goes away. People have gotten really comfortable and grateful to be able to practice in their own homes for a myriad of reasons. So we're helping our teachers learn how to teach in this new studio, this new space. Sarah, I got distracted. Section 2 is communication, and we talk about tone of voice and the way to be really succinct and concise in our cueing, using inclusive language, what to say and what not to say. And we spend a lot of time talking about this conversation that's going on right here all the time. The conversation, the words, the dialogue that you have, your inner dialogue. So that's a lot of fun to unpack. Our third section is anatomy, and we're very proud of the fact that our school is unique in that we spend 40 hours on anatomy. Out of 200 hours, we spend 40 hours on anatomy. So I just think that's remarkable. We really want to make sure that you understand what you're teaching too, and how to keep people safe in their bodies, in their yoga practice. Section 4 is we do some inner work. We look at energy and chakras and self-study. And we look at how yoga affects the brain and the mind-body connection of yoga. So you get 3 full days of just diving in under the surface of you, and you get to learn so much more about yourself in that section. It's so phenomenal. Section 5 is philosophy, Sanskrit language, the traditions of yoga, and going back through the history, the timeline, where this came from. We open up some ancient texts and really dig deep and study the big life questions and how yoga attempts to answer those questions. And then our final section is called special populations, and we take everything we've learned and we try to figure out how to use that to serve aging people, how to serve pregnant women, how to serve children, how to serve people with disabilities, how to serve people who have back injuries. We just figure out how to take this beautiful learning and offering and adapt it to so many different populations. So that's where we really learn to take yoga where it isn't. So Sarah, thanks for asking that question. If you want to reach out to me, Denise at yogaassets.com, I'm happy to answer all of your questions and to even get on a call personally with you. I can provide so many testimonials and letters from our students talking about how amazed they were that this virtual training really ended up being so amazing and so personal for them, such a great connection. Oh yeah, I can't forget to do this. Julie's reminding me this. As a Yoga Assets graduate, okay, I need you to hear this. If you've tuned me out by now, I've been going on here for a few minutes. Tune back in. As a Yoga Assets graduate, we give you a lifetime invitation to join any of our yoga teacher trainings anytime. And it's not uncommon. Every single training will have 1 or 2 visitors who are graduates, and they just want to refresh the communication piece, or maybe they want to learn about chakras again, or maybe that history, they want to bone up on their Sanskrit. You can drop in for an hour, for a full day. You can even take the entire program again. Okay, so listen to that. This is really, really cool. If you want to get your training done now, while you've got a little bit of time off, while you're home, kids are going back to school or online school, whatever, maybe now's the time. Okay, do it virtually. Learn how to teach in this virtual world, and then come back in January. And hopefully, knock on wood, it'll be an in-person program in January. Do it again for free. Do it a second time again, right? 400 hours for $2,000. Do it again and again and again. I have one student who's come back 5 times. 5 times. I have another student who English was his second language, and so he did the program 3 times because the first time he missed so much in the language barrier. So he just kept coming back to refresh and get a little bit more. So our arms are open, our doors are open, and we feel like that's a really, really generous offer that I have not seen any other school offer. So I really wanted you to know about that. Let's see, any other questions? Okay, Jacob wants to know what the average class size is. Jacob, normally in the real world, we run classes anywhere from 12 to 20 people. With this new virtual program where the world is our customer, we could have 20 to 30. I don't know. I'm envisioning, as the registrations are starting to come in right now, I'm envisioning that we'll have around 20 people in this program. And we will have 2 trainers. We have a team of 7 trainers that alternate, but on a screen with 20 students, we'll have 2 trainers so that we can really manage breakout rooms and partner shares well, with 2 trainers helping to oversee everything. So, that's a question you can check back with me, Jacob, as we get a little closer, and I can tell you how the registration is looking. But we might have a bigger group with this one, and that's fun. That's really fun if we get a lot of people from around the world coming together to learn something new together. So, okay, I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, Leslie wants to know why Thursdays, is this ever offered evenings or weekends? We do have weekend programs. We don't have one starting before January, but we will in January. So if weekends work better for you, that's great. But our weekend programs, in order to get the hours in and to finish in 6 months, we have to go Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if you're a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday person, you would have to miss 1 Friday a month. And a lot of our students have figured out that that's pretty doable. The Thursday thing, though, we have found that actually to be the best day. We've tried to run a 1-day-a-week program on weekends, and guys, weekends are crazy, right? There's always something going on a weekend that people have to miss for. So if you are a 9 to 5 person, see if there's any way you can get flexibility from your employer. So that might look like August through December. Can I do 4 10-hour work days? Can I swap out a Thursday for a Saturday? Can I just have Thursdays off for the rest of the year? Can I do a little work from home here and there? Can I swap out? Can I give yoga to our employees in exchange for allowing me to have this day off? Get creative and start asking, because folks, the world needs yoga right now. And even if you're in an environment where the word yoga scares people, you know what the world needs right now? Less stress, less anxiety, less trauma, more resilience, more peace of mind, better sleep, a better immune system, a more calm nervous system. Yoga and these teachings, mindfulness, can help with every one of those things. And not help a little, help a lot. We study extensively pranayama, deep breathing. And that right there, for people just to learn how to breathe deeper and calm their own nervous system, is an invaluable gift. So, pitch that to your employer, to your family, your partner. If there's someone that's struggling with you making this decision, get them on the phone with me. I'll sell them. But yeah, we are doing something big and beautiful here, and it's something the world really needs. Really now more than ever. And I don't mean to be dramatic about that, or maybe I do, but the world needs this more than ever, and we're here to help. Okay. So thanks for your time. Please reach out to me. Again, it's Denise@yogaassets.com. We'll be posting this on our YouTube page, so you can watch this again if you want to just review anything I've talked about. But join me on August 20th, 8 a.m. We'll be right here on this screen together, and we will change the world. Have an amazing day. See you guys. Thanks for sticking around.